Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing art, as the title suggests, and yes, hopefully I've got everything set up. It's a little bit different because I have actually, oh, you can still see the camera. I was so close to having that not visible. I've changed the setup a little bit. I'll post a photo on Instagram. I'll post a photo on Instagram later on, and we'll yeah, show and tell with that. But it's cold. You wouldn't tell because I'm wearing like sleeveless, but it's cold and we're doing some art. So we're going to get into that in a moment. I do believe I need to set a playlist to click play because you guys need to hear some ambient music in the background. I think that's coming through now, is it? Yes. Is that loud? It is kind of loud. That doesn't need to be that loud right now. Let's turn that down. Oh, maybe it's loud for me because, you know, I've got my music up. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Anyway, how y'all been? I was going to stream yesterday, but my power went out at, I don't even know what time it was anymore, but it was out for a few hours. It was very annoying, and I ended up attempting to go to sleep early last night, which failed, but the attempt was there, so I get points for that, I think. But yeah, it went out for unknown reasons, and it was out for a while, and it's cold and dark and weird. And tomorrow the power is out again, except it's a planned maintenance tomorrow, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, I'm going to get into this art thing. And I didn't transfer it. I've made a few different changes on the scene you're about to look at, which we'll have a look there. We'll talk there. We'll talk there. Ready? This. Okay, so this is, if I've planned it right, it is the time lapse from the picture I've been drawing the last couple of months. I haven't got back into that yet because I went on to this one, but that I thought I would put in there. I was meant to have this, the cat we're drawing, Nala. I was meant to have the picture video thing I put up on Instagram about the nose. The nose is definitely in the wrong spot. And I didn't put that on the computer when I was moving photos over there. I wonder if where am I on? I'm on Instagram. It's mostly Instagram. I'm wondering if they're going to do anything about these spam accounts that keep saying that they're graphic designers for Twitch, like small streamer tags and stuff. It's so annoying, and they keep popping up, and I'm like, why? Clearly you can see that I draw things. I don't need other people, otherwise I'd go looking for them. Anyway, I'm looking for that thing for you guys. It's on where is it? Here it is, I think. No, where is it? I posted it the other day. Oh, there it is. All right, I don't know if you... Oh, you can see it right here. Can we see that? All right, so you can see how the nose definitely... There's the cat's nose, there's that nose. So, and it's at a different angle too. So it needs to come all the way, if you can stop zooming, up to that black dot. So I need to move it all the way up to here. That's a fair move, but I did state the other day that I wasn't sure if it was going to have to get moved or not, and it will, and it does. So we're gonna have a look at that. I've got gloves here that I'm gonna wear because it's sort of cold, but it's not cold, if you know what I mean. It's like freezing, but only kind of. I don't know. I feel the temperatures differently. It's weird. Anyway, I got gloves, and I did my nails again, so I've got different nails. All right, we're going to get into this. And hopefully this new setup is pretty good because I can now work here and you guys can still see it, and I'm not headbutting the camera a lot. At least I don't think I am. Let's move my chair down a little bit. Oh, all right. Okay, let me test music because I'm not putting my headphones on unless I absolutely have to. And then we'll go from there. I don't hear any music on there, so let me turn that up a little bit. I absolutely have to. Do I hear music? Oh, I turned it up. Okay. Oh, hang on. No. I do sort of hear it. There it is. I just turned it up on there, so I can hear it now, sort of. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Someone in the chat, please let me know if the music is just hearable, audible, just being heard. That's the words. Just let me know if it's you can hear it without like overhearing it, and if it's overpowering to my voice. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's okay. Anyway, we have our glorious pencils. Also, I need to adjust the lighting because, as I said, I moved the entire setup around and I put like a little, I don't know if you would call it a table. It's more of a two slabs with like 4 legs joining the top and the bottom, like a little cube. And I've got the camera bracket on that higher, so it's like up to here now instead of down on the desk. So it's helping a little bit, but the lighting situation is a bit of a problem for both you guys and me. That better? Is that visible? I've got duct tape hanging down everywhere. I think it's gonna have to go like that. Is that better? I can see. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. Anyway, I'm gonna erase a pencil. Not sponsored, but completely 100% amazing. Mono Zero from Tombow. It's a little eraser pencil. We're going to go in with our, what were we doing? 2H? Yeah, I think it was. It's the pencil I'm using, at least for the base of everything. The cat, once again, is playing, of course. Need that sort of open. I don't need my mouse or keyboard, so that can kind of get tucked away a little bit. And music should be playing. Let me just double check that. I don't even know what the hell that is. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you have any non-copyrighted music suggestions, please, I'm all ears. I would be happy to find new stuff and put it up. There's my mouse. Yeah, hopefully that music's okay for you guys. It's just meant to be background music. It's backgrounding happily, I think. Alright, quick check over here. I think it's okay. I don't know. It's so hard to tell when you've got like... You're not quite sure if the music is hitting where it's meant to. Anyway, we're going to get into this. It's been a few minutes. Where is my... right over here, is it? Yes, there we are. I'm going to make that smaller so I can see what I'm doing because it's all over the place. Anyway, how's everyone's week been? Yesterday was Monday, and for me, it was one hell of a Monday. I had to make phone calls, and then people didn't like me, so fun. Alright, we're moving this nose. That is the first thing we're doing. Do I need to take a photo of the before? I think I will, because it seems like something that is going to be worth reviewing afterwards. My coffee that I made. I want to make a cup with my, like, channel name on it. I reckon that'd be cool. If I do it right, I might actually be able to do that on stream, because I have a Cricut machine. I could do like a making random stuff on the Cricut. Anyway, this nose. Oh, my reference photo. That's something I forgot. Let me see if I can find that. I gotta remember where it is. There it is. Got it. All right, my reference is really big. Reference photo. Other random stuff I sort of got to keep an eye on. That is not what I was looking for. It was not the reference photo I was looking for. This one. Yes. I must have clicked the left and right thing for the reference photo, and it went to the next one, which was an Animal Crossing character. Okay, the nose. The nose. A little worried about erasing this because we put a lot of effort into this one. And now it has to get moved up. All right. Also, do you like my shirt? It's the Harry Potter one that I got from the thrift haul thing the other day. It's the, actually you can't really see that, can you? It's the Ministry of Magic shirt. Now I think it's a guy's like extra large, but I also don't know if it's like a pajama top or not. So I'm just wearing as like a house shirt, throw it on, whatever, it's cool. But yeah, as you can see, it's like very big on me. I don't mind baggy shirts like that. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I haven't had a Harry Potter shirt before, and for $5 I could not say no. So cool. All right, cross-legged, ready to erase. I don't want to erase this. I can move it over to here. Well, you guys can still see what the camera is still in view. Look at that. Look at that. You can see that. You can see this is the cord that plugs it into the computer. And no, I'm not moving it. It's okay. It's very minor. I could. I really shouldn't mess with it. No, I'm not going to mess with it. I could bring the sides in a little bit of the side, and that way then you have less room. Whatever, I'm leaving it. It's minor, and it is a work in progress to being right here. So one day when I've got some spare money, because there was a bill this week, I couldn't just go out and buy a bracket. But one day. Anyway, erasing. Okay, we ready? I don't want to erase this. Also, can I zoom it in anymore? I can. Can I move it? Oh, I can. I need to focus it then. Oh. Let me just bring you guys down here so I can see what I'm focusing. There we go. Is that better? Except for the damn camera. Alright, no, I'm fixing that. Where is it? I'm gonna copy. I'm going to copy the camera. I'm going to paste a reference. I'm going to put it next to it. I'm going to disappear for a second, maybe? No, I'm not going to disappear for a second. It's okay. And then I need to transform, and then I need to edit. And the left side? Is that cropping in the left side? Is it cropping it? I don't know if it's cropping or just disappearing. It could very well be disappearing. It feels like I'm moving more than cropping. Can I undo that? Oh shit. I don't know what's happened. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. We'll fix it. Boundaries? Oh, no, I don't think that one is. Oh, maybe that is. No. Oh, okay, hang on. I think I know the answer to it. I think I know the answer to the question. Hang on. It is under Logitech. That's what it is. It's alright, we'll get there. Just having some minor hiccups. It's all good. Are they working? Oh, there they are. Alright, advanced settings. Is it camera controls? Pan. I can pan myself away. Oh, I got rid of it. Okay, is that better? I'm cropped in a little bit. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Because that's just going to annoy me. Alright, did it save? It did save. Is it all green screened? Yes. Beautiful. Okay, we fixed it. Alright, because yeah, that would have annoyed me, having it like right in the way. And now I can work here right next to where I'm working. I can be like, hey, look, that we're gonna poke the eye. All right, I'm getting serious now. Let's do this. All right, erasing this nose. All right, bye-bye nose. And that means once the nose is gone, all of this goes as well. Also, is that focused for you guys? I just realized that I could have unfocused it right there. And oh, I think that's good. Also, this is purple. It does not look purple. It looks, see, that's the color it looks. There, it's like a blue color. Anyway, autofocus. And then, oh, that's stabilizer. Autofocus. I know how to use my camera. Oh shit. I'm moving it. It's so zoomed in that it's every tiny little movement changes it. All right, I'm not messing with it. Let's erase this nose. I don't want to erase this nose. All right. Everything's moving now. The entire table is wobbling, even more so now because you guys are up on a, like this camera is up on an extra thing. All right, hopefully it works out because we've done some pretty dark areas on this nose. I didn't want to erase it. I wonder if the other eraser will work better. All that hours work. It's okay. I mean, it was one of those things where I knew it was off. I knew the angles and the location or position or whatever we're going to call it was off a little bit. As you can see, I do press pretty hard with my pencils and it's probably not a good thing, but also I went over it like 40,000 times, so that doesn't help. Also, thank you for the new followers as well. I've had a few since I've been offline, so thank you for that. I appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna have to adjust the where is it? Up the goal settings soon to make a new goal. I've almost hit my goal of followers, so that's pretty cool. All right, I reckon I'm gonna, oh no, I've got to get rid of that as well because that's too, look how far the nose is coming up. It's, oh shit, it's knocking everything over. That's a fair way. All right, I can't really get much more than that. All right, we are ready to re-nose this cat. Wish me luck. All right, I'm gonna just double check this reference, which I forgot to save it. It's really annoying. Where is it? There it is. All right, so I need to move the nose. Firstly, on a more angle as well. That was more very flat. It needs to come down that way as well. And it needs to be about there. Damn. And it needs to be a little bit smaller as well. The eyes were dead set on. Let me bring that for video up now that I've got it here. Can we see that? You can see the eyes were pretty on point where they were meant to be. Is that working? Yeah, so that's the drawing. And then we've got red connections. It's not good. That's the eyes, and then it goes down into, you can see it's very close. And as for the nose, well, it's very off. So, I mean, we were close. We had the eyes right. That's good anyway. All right, so this nose needs to come here. I'm going to do it very lightly if I can, because it also needs to be like that. And where was the other part? About here. I think like that. That's a big difference. And then it came down just below. I think anyway, at least hopefully. I mean, it's still pretty big for a photo for like the cat and everything. Kind of like that maybe. And now I've just got to kind of go in and finish off everything I was doing before. Again. It's okay. By the end of this, we'll know how to draw a cat nose. I'm so paranoid it's not going to be the right shape. And yeah, the other one was like way square, so this one needs to come up. Pretty much like that. And like that. And it kind of loops around and then maybe that's a little out of from where it needs to be. Yeah, that's better. That way then it can actually loop around like that. And then like that. I think there may be an ad about to roll, just letting you guys know. Always good to be warned, apparently, according to the rules of Twitch or something. They're like, let your people know when there's an ad, so that way then they can go and get a cuppa or something. The ad goes for 30 seconds. I've made it so all the ads only go for 30 seconds. I figured that would be at least okay enough. I don't know what people's views are on the ads, but I mean, that's what Twitch is about, isn't it? Ads for revenue. All right, loop and is that better? What I will do in a moment, once I've got the rough outline of where it's got to be set up, I'm going to run that through and take a photo and like put it through that program that I just did. And that way then, before I get too far ahead, I can at least look at, make sure it is lined up how it's meant to be. It would be good to make sure it's all set, ready to go. Where's my good pencil? There it is, not pencil, eraser. All right. Also, this time lapse here, I do want to get back into that, but that's probably going to be just like doing it on my own thing. I've started it on my own, but I was very impressed with that. That's a 3 different days or sessions drawing. So I've shared that one on, I think, my personal Instagram and my personal Facebook. That's before I did that before I started doing art streams. So I feel like that nose up there is a little bit too high. Does it look a little more proportioned? I don't know. What is annoying is all of this, like, I know I pressed pretty hard on it, but, and I went over it a heap of times as well, and you can see like the first one for the second one. I've done a lot of noses, which is not good. And I think this has got to come up a little bit more. And I'm not going to color it in yet or shade it in. I'm going to take a photo, I'm going to put it through that program, and we're going to see how we're looking. But it does, I think it does look a little bit better. What was the program I used? Let's have a look. All right, I need the original photo. Where did I put that? It's a few days back, and I've taken some cat pictures and selfies and other random stuff. There it is. All right, and then it's called double exposure. All right, so if I can actually show you guys, if I can work it out. And then you just got to find the right setting, and as you can see, it lightens up, so you get the right angle. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can sort of see that. Get the right angle, and I will turn it a little bit and shrink it down a little bit. So the eyes are pretty dead set. And then you can zoom right out. Okay, so the nose have come out way too far. But the location's pretty damn accurate. Okay, so that's what we've got right now underneath this. And we zoom down, you can see I've got the angle right, but I've made it way too big. All right, so I need to cut it there. So that's cut it there. This bit here has to get up here. So all of that little black dot stuff is there. And then the nostril's pretty good. It comes out a little further this way. And then kind of cuts down there. All right, let's have a look. That's the before. Get rid of these and this, and that's the after. Does it make a difference? Ignore all of this. I'm hoping that once I add over that, it blends in okay. I hope we'll make it work. We'll darken everything else up if we have to make that like a base level shade, but that it's starting to look a little better. Let me take another photo and put it through the thing. All right, so this is what we had. Yeah, that picture and that nose. So we were at least in the right area. And now I've gotta put the new one over it. Double exposure, tap the new one. I gotta make that, I think it was lightened that we did it on. There it is. Okay, so you got the current picture that we're working on right now, and then the cat picture. And I think we've finally got the location correct. Look how much of a difference that is. All right, yeah, that's one hell of a difference. Okay, this is what we're working with now. Now I've got to recreate the nose from this outline. So at least we're at that point. All right, that was a lot of difference from starting down here all the way up there. That's a big difference. But it works. If you actually look there now, it does pretty, or it's on a bit of an angle, does look more, I don't know, put together, I suppose. I mean, it didn't look completely horrible before. You could tell it was a cat. The cat was pretty okay, and it looked like it just had a longer nose. Now it's got a shorter nose, meaning I'm gonna have to bring all these guys in, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to have a look. Probably not though, because that was kind of off center from it. But everything else can kind of be brought back up, because I was really stretching to get it all to fit in and it wasn't looking right, and now it does. So there's that. All right, so we've got a bit of an angle here, an angle here. Now we can actually go in with the shading and everything again. My shading pencil, oh, here it is, over here. Need to get some, I think, more of them. I like the little ones. I've got to see if I can find an online pack of just the little ones, because they work the best. All right, so this goes up. But I am glad I put it through that program. As much as I didn't want to, I like to just do my art through like eye, but when you're doing a portrait and stuff, it's still kind of good to make sure that it matches up, basically. There's people doing stuff in my house. All right, shading, shading, shading. I think that's got to go up a little bit more as well. Shading thing. This end I'm using. Alright, my reference needs to go up a little bit because the microphone is... Actually, I can probably move the microphone down. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the drawing. I could do like drawing ASMR. I really hate ASMR. I don't think I'd be able to do it because I personally can't stand it. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to actually create ASMR, knowing that I don't like it and wouldn't know what to do with it, like just making like weird noises and stuff. I don't know. We'll tell the people that do like it and can create it. Alright, it's more of an angle, I think. It looks like a very small nose. It looks like it's too small now. I don't think it is, but it just looks that way. It's a big difference from what we had before. We're going to blend in the bottom. Then we need that, what do we call it? Like the septum groove? I don't know what they call it. I mean, humans, it's a septum. Animals, do they have septums? I don't know. And I do think it's a little bit wider. Just out here a little bit. Also, there is a lot of shading there. And here. Okay, so that's like a little thingy there. I saw the dinosaur movie the other day. I don't think I mentioned that. It was not what I expected, and I didn't really enjoy it. So, there's that. That's the, they brought in the original 3, and then they got the new 3, and I don't know. It's like they were trying to make it work and assume people are going to go there for the originals. Therefore, they don't really need to make an effort. So yeah, it wasn't enjoyable enough to be a movie that I would want to go see again. But I will give it another go later on, you know. Let it all simmer down. I might actually watch all 3 back to back again. Or 6 now. I think there is. Reminiscence from the childhood all the way up to the whatever we're in now. Adulthood stuff. Alright, that's a little better. And also, if you follow me on Twitter, I haven't put it on Instagram for some reason because I forgot. I have a schedule now, sort of, when the power doesn't go out. And my schedule is, let me bring it up real quick so that way we can look at what it is. All right, I've got days, like I've sorted days and named them. So on Sundays, I'm going to be trying to do Battle Against the Masses, which is going to be like Fall Guys, Overwatch, or any other kind of like a battle royale, multiplayer online battling game type thing. So I figured there's plenty of those I can play. Minecraft Monday, keeping in mind that all of these I could do double games, like depending on how we're feeling, how everyone else is going in the stream, if they want to see something else halfway through. But Minecraft Monday, which is what yesterday would have been, but we missed that, so that's a little annoying. But I probably will do an afternoon stream at some point, maybe to catch up on that. Tuesday art streaming, which is today. That's what we're doing right now. Wednesday random, we'll see how we feel. So I don't know what we're going to be doing Wednesdays, if we do have a Wednesday stream. It's just going to kind of be whatever we feel like on the day. Maybe some art, maybe some gaming, whatever. Open world Thursdays. That means Horizon Zero Dawn, Far Cry Primal, Skyrim, anything open world like that. I thought that'd be a nice little, like, I can switch between games. Friday and Saturday probably won't stream, mostly because I haven't streamed a lot on those days. I either can't be bothered on Saturdays, and Fridays I just never really get there. And so yeah, that's my schedule, sort of, if you can count that as a schedule, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I finally sorted at least something out. It's probably going to change and evolve and stuff, but until then, at least we've got something. And give you guys like an idea of what we are doing. So like art, people can just come back for the art and stuff if you don't want to see gaming, which is fine. Everyone likes something different. I do want to do a variety. I feel like that is coming out too far. I think it is, because that kind of tucks really sharply in. And it's kind of shaded, and then it kind of comes down like that. But then we've got this nose, there's one on either side of the nose, and it kind of, it's a little black dot. I don't know what it is, but it kind of pops out there. Also, this is uneven. This is, for me, that would be square. For you guys, I think I would have to move the camera around a little bit like that, maybe. Also, hopefully the thing above me isn't distracting. Someone let me know if it is too distracting. I tried to keep it small but still visible enough on a phone. But yeah, it's just on loop, and it's 3 sessions. I probably should have wrote up something more important than just it's a other drawing I'm working on. But anyway. And then this side's one is about halfway up, and it's also more of a, also curved. It's more, we're making this nose smaller and smaller as we go, which hopefully is okay. We're work in progress. Okay, this thing, meaning all of this is going to have to get shrunk up a little bit, which is okay because it did come down. As I said, I stretched it as far as it could go because I thought the nose was here. So now the nose is here, all these can come up a little bit and don't have to be as long. And that pretty much would be like that thing curved around there, and then all of this is up here, and it kind of curves around and stops about there, I think. So is that about accurate? And then it kind of shades up there, meaning then we've got this thing here, and then you have that thing there. And we've got like the V thing, and then a bit of a, okay, this might be a little bit off too. There's cat hair. There's cat hair everywhere. All right, we've got the shirt is deciding to run away. Also, the stream is bouncing in the yellow. Is that normal? You guys seeing everything okay? I'm not even using my computer for anything else except for OBS and 20,000 browser tabs. Actually, I've got rid of a lot of browser tabs. My emotional attachment to them. Took a deep breath and I clicked out. And they went, and I have not missed them because I do not remember what they were. So, yay for progress. Also, if anyone was on the stream the other night, last time I streamed, when was that? Like Monday? Sunday maybe. I did a Fall Guys and then Overwatch stream. And when I got into the Overwatch stream, a couple of guys, because my name is Vincere on Overwatch, a couple of guys in the chat were having like a fangirl moment over my name because they thought that I was some esports player. And I'm like, I'm not. I made a tweet about this as well, and I actually tagged the person in it, and I got a couple of likes. I don't know if it was like fans of his or anything, but I just wanted to explain that, you know, I wasn't this person. I wasn't pretending to be this person either. And it was just kind of a funny situation. I did clip it as well. It's on my YouTube and everything, but it was funny. I felt kind of bad for the guys because they didn't believe that it wasn't this dude and everything. I think his name's Vincent. His name's Vincent. He goes by Vincere in like the gaming world, basically. And he's some high class fucking, I don't know, esports shoot person, pew pew, whatever games. And yeah, he's meant to be pretty good, according to whatever research I did. But yeah, it was funny. Alright, I think we're getting there. Slowly. Very, very slowly. Alright, that's got to be like way shorter. And then it kind of... Oh, sorry. Did you guys hear that? I don't know. My pencil hit the microphone. Up a little bit. Oh, yeah, you cut in view. Beautiful. Bend. I need to get like one of those multi-arm bendable things so I can like distort it in a weird way. So I would like it to be closer, but the arm not closer, if that makes sense. Either that or I'm going to have to move it somewhere else. Another day's problem. I think you guys, I mean, it's picking up the voice pretty good, I think. Now, it was a curve. We were looking at a curve before I got distracted by hitting the microphone. Yes, there we go. It's starting to look like a nose. Beautiful. And because it does have like a bit of dark, like border maybe, outline, I can get away with doing a little bit of a dark border outline, whatever we're calling this. But now this is where it comes in, because we're at this point, this black dot here doesn't exist there. All of this doesn't exist there. It exists up a little bit, I think. We'll go from the nose, and hopefully the two ends will kind of come into a neutral kind of area where they just works. I'm hoping. Also, I still feel like maybe it's on a bit of too much curved of an angle, because I think I mentioned this many times before. When I'm drawing, I'm right-handed, so it's like everything kind of twists ever so slightly more to the left down, so it's right. But I think it's Where are we? We're about there. Yeah, I think maybe just up a little bit. That could be where that can like curve up a little bit like that. So that can go up just ever so slightly. And it's only on that side as well. That's a little bit better. Just kind of brings this side up ever so slightly. It's like a personality flaw for my art skills. My art skills have a personality flaw. That's basically what it is. So the left sides are always going to be tilted down ever so slightly. I've noticed it a lot in the past. And it does annoy me. It annoys me a lot. And I've tried to like line it up and like work like this so it's like square and all this, but yeah, even when it's a straight picture, like straight on, where this is kind of on an angle, I still mess it up. For some reason it just gets messed up. Now that to you guys looks crooked, maybe? I think it needs to be like that for you guys to see it at the correct angle, and I still think it's off. I still think the angle is off. It's like on an angle. It's on an angle. Also, I was going to get my AirPods out and listen to some random music that I downloaded. Well, I'll put it on my phone today anyway. But yeah, I just kind of didn't get there. My AirPods are over on my bed head, and I mean, I could go get them. I might actually get them in a minute, and that way I've got something to listen to. But then I might get too distracted by that music and not be talking and stuff. I don't know. Used to be a gap between here and here. Like a clear, visible gap. Oh, I told you guys about the missing animal feed that I had. I had ordered online. It was meant to be delivered. It didn't get delivered. Well, the other day, I think I mentioned that it was still missing. Monday. So yesterday, I didn't stream yesterday night. So yesterday day, I got a notification stating that it had been delivered, but they couldn't deliver it, and they left me like a little person card thing stating they couldn't deliver it. Problem was there was no card anywhere at all, and because I got security cameras and the doorbell, I had a look, nothing on there at all from that day. So I'm like ringing these people, emailing and everything, like, where's my stuff? It says it's delivered, it isn't delivered. It got delivered today. Someone apparently messed up the computer, and instead of like going from like courier 1 to 2 from different towns, they said delivered but couldn't deliver it instead on the computer or something. And yeah, a lot of mess ups though with that company at the moment, and I'm not very happy with it. Mostly because it's kind of worrying. You got like a couple of $100 worth of like animal feed in the post, like 20-kilo bags, so kind of hard to maybe lose, but they still managed to mess up. But it's meant to be a good company, and the price is so cheap. So of course I don't want to like not go there because I'm paying like $50 less than in stores. So it's you either pay more and pick it up yourself, or you pay less and you risk it getting lost in the post and arriving 2 weeks late. So I don't know, it's annoying. The world we live in today. All right, I think that's coming along because we're getting a bit of like the shading area here. It's starting to look like a little nose. Noses do seem to be one of the hardest things though, even on humans. I've done a few portraits of humans and I don't know, it's just weird shape sticking out in the middle of your face, no matter what animal creature you're doing, and it's just there. And then you got to get the lighting right because it's like everyone's got different shapes and little bumpy bits here and there and all that. It's the light hits it differently and it's weird. Alright, I need to like loosen that up a bit because it's not really shaded there. Now we move on to, or at least enough, moving on to the next bit, which is moving up from there. I gotta like kind of map it out again. I did this last time, I think. And see, all of this here's got to go up a bit as well, because that's going to make a big difference actually right now. Goes up to like just below the eyes. And it will probably bring the face together a little bit, even now at this point. That, yeah, it sort of made a bit of a difference, and that way at least they're here. I can also map out this nose shading area a little bit better as well. That goes up a little bit and then it comes down to about here, and then we're gonna get rid of all this. As I said, I'm hoping that it all starts to come together as we move up, which I think it is now. Alright, so from here, comes out a little bit. Okay, so this eye mark here is mostly correct. And then from there, there's like a little bit of shading like there. And then this from here, kind of, that's where the diamond starts. It's like a diamondy pattern. Yeah, we see the diamondy pattern. And it only needs to come down to there, I think. And yes, then it's come together a lot better than it was. Now looking at it before, you're like, cool, it looks like a cat. But looking at it compared to now, it's a big difference. And I'm still annoyed with that because you guys can see that really well. Just gotta pretend it doesn't exist. Here, we'll put this over it. There we go. Does that help a little bit? Make it look less mistakable? I think it is starting to come together. Now that is on an angle for me. For you guys, not so much because I've turned it more towards me. But that is starting to look a lot better, I think. I mean, I've been saying that since the beginning, but hey, anyway. Alright, eyes, nose, nose joining shading parts. From here, and then it kind of shading there. And it comes up here. There is a decent enough gap here, which is correct. This little, whatever you want to call that, lighter shade, kind of. And then we've got this. And yeah, and then it kind of fences off into there. I don't know why I said fences off, but I mean, whatever. Yeah, I think a little bit more rounded out. As I said, she's got a round face. That nose, I've got to shade it in a way that makes it look less flat. Because at the moment it looks pretty flat on there. Now I've got that bit there, and I think if I... Oh, once we get... Hang on, let's crack out one of these darker pencils. Now, where is this nose, like... Adding a little bit of, yeah, darkness to it might help a little bit, like define it and figure out what exactly we're doing. And the other side is not so much. It's more at the top of the nostril. It does kind of come down on an angle. And then I'm going to have to remove this. Then we've got the actual bottom of this. Now, it's definitely at an angle. I don't want to get that angle wrong. And then it kind of, well, that stays there like that. There's this pencil. Shading. And is that a little bit better? A little bit better. We can actually see the shading marks on it now. A lot better than it was. And it does sort of come across like that. And then like that. So yeah, that's kind of made it a bit more of an angle than it was, because it was very flat. Now it's kind of tilted, which is what we need. We need it tilted. And it's got a lot more dark kind of on the top. Only slightly. And that does come down like that though. There we go. I'm gonna cut that so it actually is even. I think that's it. There we go. I've got the nostril curve. It's very that angle here is not right. Because why would it be? But also it's, I think it comes up a little bit more. Yeah, it comes out, it kind of goes straight and then into it. Maybe like that. And then this side over here is shaded in. It's kind of flat. Maybe it's like that. Less at the top and more at the angles or something. I don't know. Where are we? I know I just erased that and then put that back, but it looks different. It's very different from the one I erased. All right, let's go up this side. That's not as dark there either. It's lighter. That is a light spot. And that's kind of shaved off there. Hopefully it looks like a cat. The more I get into the shading now here, the more it should look more what it's meant to look like. And that's given me a lot more room here as well. So from here, it should be, yeah, instead of there, it's over here now. And it only goes down to the nostril. So about here. Or maybe even less than that, because the nostril goes up on an angle that way. Remember, my angles are always wrong. About like that, I think. Maybe I need to start learning to draw with my left hand. How would that go? I mean, it's uncoordinated. I can't even hold the pencil properly. Something It's so awkward. But maybe if I line things up with my left hand, it might help a little bit. I don't know. Automatically, I can already see that that's off there. Let's see if I can actually do this. I'll try and press slightly. I'll probably get it better than it needs to be. No, it's so awkward. I mean, people lose their hands all the time. They have to like relearn to do things that they were really good at with their one hand to the other. And they do it quite successfully after a lot of probably frustration, awkwardness, and practice. I mean, I have no reason I have to do this, but I thought maybe I can help myself with the angles. It's probably made like a world of difference or nothing at all. All right, we need to line it up. So we've got the nostril. And we go up on a nice angle here. And we've got this here. And then there's another one. And then you've got the whisker dot. So all of these have got to go. Hey, it might have helped. It might have just helped. Oh, okay, little strokes because I'm like, oh yeah, I can draw this and it's like squiggling out of the way. All right, just do that while it's lined up. All right, the next one is in line with this, and that is at the wrong angle. That needs to start like up here. Maybe that's what I need to do is like point where it's got to go with my left hand. Be like, okay, right there. Now right hand, go do what you're told. Alright, so that thing there, although it's still a little out of place from what it's meant to be, and I think it's way too big. I don't even know what it is. I really need to get the cat and be like, okay, hold still, let me look at you. I don't even know where she is. Oh, she's asleep on my bed. Alright. I'm not going to disturb her, just to stare at her and be like, okay, let me look what this thing is, what it does. I think it's the side of their nostril where it kind of like, it doesn't join to the skin, to their face. I think that's what it is, and that's why it's darker in this. Because, yeah, it doesn't join, so it's like a shadow. It's doing what it's meant to do, whatever that is. I'm sure there's a purpose for it, but... Alright. That there. And directly to our left, about here. About here. It's like a circle. And it comes down a little bit more. And then we're going to get rid of this on the outside because it's a little too close to it. And is it... It's about... Oh, it probably could come in a little bit. Yeah, maybe about there. And then this one kind of starts on a... It's kind of a point. I don't know. They're not... they're definitely not square. They're a roundish kind of shape. I don't know. All right, I'm going to get the second hand to kind of guide because it's like from there to there. It kind of comes down to here. All right, I think we've got the second hand. The left hand has a job now, and its job seems to be working pretty good. The left hand's job is to line things up in such a way that the right hand seems to have trouble with. All right, nostril. All right, now the peak of the nose. Kind of up a little bit. Across. And the first one is a bit down from it, so about there. Alright, give this guy a go. Okay, the first one. And yeah, there was a bit of a gap, but the next bit is a little closer. About there. And yeah, it is kind of like fur strokes more than anything. I don't know if this method works, getting things lined up, especially at the right angle, then... Oh. Maybe I've unlocked an artistic secret that artists don't want people to know. It goes the second one. It's kind of a little higher. And it spaces down there. Like that. And yeah, it was like the top of that. Is it sort of coming together? And then the last one, and it's kind of do, and then it comes down to about here. Kind of got a shady bit here, but then it's in pretty straight line. It's pretty joined with the other one, this is. All of it needs to be lightened a bit at the moment, anyway. Let me just take the top layer of pencil off. Just until we're ready for it. Now, the overall cat has like shading that kind of starts over here and makes its way up, and then it's got like little, I don't know. And then the downfall we're going to have is this like lighter color here, just because I've done so much build up there. So I'm either going to have to maybe go in with a different color pencil, or the base color will end up being a fine shade of lead, and then everything else gets darker and darker as we go up. I think that's probably how we're going to do it, so that way this kind of stuff is the base color type thing. Yeah, if that works. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out. Normally I do, normally something like this would take me maybe 2 sessions, but because I'm doing it on stream and everything, because it's on stream, and I don't know, I'm just kind of taking my time with this one, where normally I'd be like, okay, got to get done, and I'd spend like 4 hours over 2 days, 4 hours each per 2 days doing it. We've been going, an hour and 17 minutes, so I might take a quick break in a minute just to rest my eyes and neck. There is apparently an ad rolling. When I do have a break, I will put the longer ad on. Alright, now we have, right alongside here is the whisker cheek area. Yes, look at that. That erasing that, and it's kind of brought it all together. Nice. Nice. That is what we needed. It was like, let's see, this here comes around here. It needs to be curved a little bit more. Like that, and it kind of comes out there. And then it's on an angle there, so it's a bit more of a curved angle. I think like that. And it doesn't so much stop as it does go like that. And then from there, this kind of starts here. Also, we've got some weird green dipping stream stats happening. Alright, it's a little wobbly. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, there's nothing else airing at the moment. You guys are like the only happenings on here. Also, I'm wearing a hat to cover up my fringe because I washed it and I didn't like re-spike it, and it looks weird not spiked, so the hat's covering up the lack of mohawk. So there's a hair now in the way. Anyway, I think we are succeeding in the cat lookingness. Although I still think the angles are off. I mean, we worked pretty hard getting those angles sorted. I think this one just needs to come up a little bit. Yeah, let's get rid of some of the bottom line because it was pretty good curve. Like that. I'm going to do the bottom half of that later, I think. Or maybe not. I mean, the eye and all that's kind of lined up now. From here, it's at the second dot right here. That kind of, it works. It just works there now. We've fixed it. So now we've got to come up here. And there. And yeah, I reckon that'll be about there. Oh, maybe a little higher. No, it should be alright there. Maybe a tiny bit higher. And then from there though, we kind of come down a little bit. We get rid of this. Actually, no, maybe we should have kept that. No, it's alright. Kind of advanced up to there. Ooh, it is coming along a lot better now. We've actually got a shape. Like me looking at that, I'm going, okay, there is a shape of a cat there now. Alright. Lightly. And then there is like a... And this is where the angles come in again. From the cat's eye. Which I also think the angle is off a little bit. Yeah, I think that this bottom point's got to come over to the left a little bit. And more like that. Not today's problem. From here. Yeah, see? Angles. Angles matter. And I am still, yet again, getting the angles a little off. As I said, it's my art skills personality flaw. Because I don't know how else to describe that. It's just like I can't get the angles working properly. Okay, so fixing that up, that's brought that out a lot. You guys still getting music as well? I don't know, I should test that. Hang on, let me do a test run. Yes, I hear music. Beautiful. I mean, it's not super loud. I don't know if people want it super loud or not. I normally have a drawing desk that kind of tilts. So at some point I do want to try and get that set up for this. And that way I can have it tilted for me and then the camera can also be tilted and looking at it and you wouldn't even know that you're tilted and yeah. Anyway, we're making some good progress here despite all the mistakes and that's taken 3 2-hour sessions to get to this point, but... Alright, that goes to there. And then there was a... Oh yeah, we were working on this one. I got a little distracted. It happens. Alright, from there we kind of come down. And then, yeah, definitely the angle's off here as well. Well, the angle's sorted, it might actually look more put together. Yeah, look at that. I'll do like darker highlights on this particular area that I'm working on right now later on. Once I know that it is where it's meant to be. And then it kind of goes off. And as it's going out, it's, yeah, like that. Like that and that and that. And then it kind of comes up and down, and then it joins on. Okay, I think it was a theory I had, and that was once the nose and the eye are sorted, they'll kind of come together, and everything has now. It's kind of, I'm not struggling to try and make it fit. It's fitting where it needs to fit. It's working how it's meant to be. I'm very happy that I did move the nose, even though I've moved it twice before. It has made a big difference. I'm going to start working on this, so hopefully it covers up all this and we can see where we're up to. And the other side's eye will be another day's problem. But I'm happy with the progress that we've made so far. I'll wait another 5 minutes. I'm going to take a mini break and I'll make another coffee. And yeah, then I'll come back and I want to work on the chin part. It doesn't have to get fully detailed, but I do want to get it mocked up type thing. So yeah. But I'm happy with the progress we're making today. All these streams, I've got to sort out some folders or whatever they call it in all my channels for like art, and that way I can keep them all in order. People can go from like one to the next. Once I have done this, so I will be downloading all the stream footage, and I will be taking just this middle bit and I'm going to be turning it into a time lapse. I hope. Cross fingers it works. But that's the plan, so that way I can have a nice time lapse, because I love the look of that. Look at that. You start from a scribble, and then as the shading comes out, it turns into an actual picture, and you're like, wow. Only took me 16 hours, and you're only watching in 30 seconds. Alright, there's like a little bit of shading and stuff like that here. That is way too high for all this. It's kind of there, and then like that. Actually, I think it was pretty much where it was. That happens. Alright, from here, I really should still come down. That goes to there, but then it also dips back up. And then it dips back down. And then it dips way up for some reason. It's the way her fluff wants to be. What am I doing? I've just lost my spot. Yeah, I just lost where I was up to. Like, I was mapping it with my eyes and I've lost, and there's like all these different lines on it. That one, and then it goes up, and then it comes down, and it comes down, and then oh, it loops just before here. Okay, I found it. Found it. All right. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and I will be back in a moment. Where's my coffee break scene? There it is, because I'm using a different scene today, so it's all out of order. Anyway, I will be back in a moment. I have returned. Hello. My coffee maker had a meltdown, didn't want to start. I am here. I am back. I was also evaluating this, and yes, it's coming along very nicely. Anyway, we're gonna do the kin, and then we'll see how we go. So, where is my reference? It's hidden behind a web page. I'm just looking at that and going, maybe I can make that, but no, I'm not making it anything. That is exactly what it is and where it stays. And yes, it would be so much easier if this was tilted ever so slightly for me. I don't know if that... I mean, that's not bad for you guys, is it? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think I can... Oh, no, hang on. Maybe I can twist you ever so slightly. Let's see how smooth we can move this tripod. Can't undo it. I gotta undo it. There we go. It's like the ball socket thing. Oh, okay, there we go. Is that staying? Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that gives me a bit of a less angle that I don't have to like break my neck over. All right. What is that? Oh, that's what that is. It's the camera. I turn you guys like ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. That's gonna annoy me. I'm thinking there's a dot there. Okay, that's okay. Okay. What are we doing? Alright. The base of the nose, like the upper lip area, whatever you want to call that. I don't know what they call that. Once again, angles. I've got to be careful of my angles. But I think we're going to be okay because it's not so much a line as it is like a bunch of just the hair that separates the two lips. All right, I got a new coffee as well. Nice and hot, very hot, and burns my throat. Is that? Kind of turn the light a little bit. There's things happening. I can move that back a little bit. There's crumbs on here too. There's lots going on. Alright, now if we're going to, from here, kind of directly below it. And then directly below. Okay, so then it kind of goes up ever so slightly because it's on an angle. That's the second. The third one's over here. That's kind of on an angle there. And that one kind of branches off up a little bit. And then up here. And then here, which joins onto here, I think. This could also be where the nose could be a little bit longer. And I might try and tweak it using the black. So it like just comes down a little longer. Like that. So that way the shading is more, I don't know, like that. Also, I should have got my AirPods so I could listen to my own music. I will try that for next time because then I've got to make a playlist and find the playlist, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing that I don't really want to get into right now. I think even that made a little bit of a difference. Every single thing we do makes a slight tiny difference. The other cat's coming in to see what's going on. I've got no cat sitting on the scratching post tonight. It's unusual. They're all normally like hanging out there, but there's none today. Alright, we need to... I don't want to mess this up. I want to like make sure that I can get it. It's got to be like... Even that, that line is in the way for you guys, and I can't move my keyboard back any further. Can I move this around any further? Oh, then it pops up. Okay, ignore this cord. If I... Oh, okay. Someone remind me to get some green tape so I can tape the cord and make it invisible. For now, there's going to be a dot, but it's not in the way of that, so it's okay. Evil dot. Unless I can put something... Do I have green marker? I don't think I have green marker. But this... Not very much this... Oh, hang on, hang on. I don't know if it's going to be too heavy. I've got this. Do you see this? You don't see it. Hang on, let me see if I can snip a little bit off and just stick it over there. Do I have scissors? I don't have scissors because that would be too easy. Okay, invisible cloak. Invisibility cloak. Okay, it's really cool actually. I like that idea. But if I can prop this up here like that, this needs to kind of... This needs to... I mean, this is probably completely unnecessary, but whatever. It's annoying me. That work? Other than putting my hand up, you can see it. It's gone. Okay. Problem be solved by the invisibility cloak. Cool. That was just accidental that I got that green material. I bought another one as well. I mean, there was two. It was remnants. It's this big, that thick. It's green material. It's just green cotton material. And yeah, it cost me $1. And it's like a massive sheet. And as you saw, it was an invisibility cloak. I plan on using it for the cat's, like a pillow, so the cat can be floating on it. And it works beautifully to cover up cords that you can no longer see. So I might have to make a cover for the camera. It's definitely going to be a plan. All right, where were we? Before I got distracted again. I get distracted a lot. It's okay. It all works out. All right, so right below this is like here. It's not even really fuzzy. It's just kind of a straight line. Kind of. Oh, okay. I hadn't finished off the whisker dots. And also, they're not that dark over here. They need to be lighter. Way lighter. Not erased. As I said, I have a problem with like pressing lightly on this. From that one, that's 1, 2. Let me move my mouse because I'm losing track of where I'm looking. 1, 2, 3. And then it kind of goes up over here. Use my left hand again like I was doing before. It's a new thing I'm trying where we're trying to line things up better with the left hand than the right because of the angles. Like I work on this angle here where the left hand's going to be like, I don't know, it seems to be working a little bit. That's 1, 2, 3. And that kind of starts here. I mean, I can't do much with the left hand. It's so uncoordinated and weird, but I can at least mark out where that's got to go, and that way I'm not going outside of the designated line. Like that. Like that? Possibly like that. I still feel like, oh, then you guys are seeing it also on a weird angle. Still feel like it's a little bit too... The dots are too far apart. It's just a little bit. Yeah, I think they need to go all the way up a little bit, or a lot. Maybe not. I don't know, it's hard with these. I just clicked a space bar. Did that do anything? I hope not. Nope. Try not to touch the keyboard when I'm doing this. Yeah, I think they need to go up a little bit more. Ever so slightly. That was that one on the end, and then we had a light kind of one that... There we go! This one was still out further than the other one. Alright, so this has got to come in a little bit because it's too far out. Like that. They're all kind of joined in a way. Maybe. All right, more on this line here. Now it kind of came down here. And at this big chunky one, which I think is this one. Also, I feel like that's like... needs to be over here. And then there. Then it comes down here, and then it kind of loops back up to here. And then it kind of loops up over there, and then it joins onto all these guys. Which, as I said, I'm going to have to try and do like a base level of shading here for the whites. And then the gingers are going to be a little bit darker than that. And then all the darker colors are going to have to be really dark in order to cover up all this mess. Which, I mean, it's not turning out too badly. I haven't finished this bit, but that should end about there. And then there's going to be just random feathers. Hairs. So... Alright, curved. And it's straight for a bit. And then it comes way up like that. I think it's like that. Yep. Yep, like that. And it cuts across there, and then it comes that bit up there like that. That bit up like that, and then it kind of gets fluffy. It gets fluffy. Streak. All right, and we have a very rough cheek done. And I think that is starting to look like it's meant to look. And because of the base color, oh, I think my music, it's still playing. It's okay. I thought it went off. Because of the base color, everything's going to be kind of this base color of gray. Like that. But this, you see what I mean by the, I don't know, it's going to be hard to try and blend that in while making these colors a little bit darker. And then making those even darker again, if that makes sense. And then I might be able to get away with kind of shading down a little bit like that. So we're working with a very dark picture. I didn't bring a paintbrush. Normally there's a paintbrush and I can do like a little bit of shading with that. It kind of smooths it out a little bit. I might bring that over next time. I have to find one, and there's a certain one I use. I think it's put away in my pencil case. All right, so we're finally up to this. I'm not going to do too much on the other side because we haven't lined anything up at all, really. That's like a whole another day's project on this side. Or I could just like erase all of that and do like a half. It's a half. Alright. Chin. Now see, this is where this darker pencil would come in. The one I picked out was a 6B. I just randomly picked a darker color out. This darker stuff can kind of help to kind of separate the two areas. I don't want to do it too much though. Not yet anyway, until I know it's right. And we've got a... Oh, it's not very big. There is a definite gap here as well. The gap goes to about the second one of these things. I think they need to be a little bit more curved at the end there. And definitely probably more shaded, like more put together. I know they're hairs, but I don't look away from it for a minute just so I can look back and see actual difference, because staring at it for so long makes it hard to see any progress. Little tiny hairs, and then I'm pretty sure, what was it, the second one? Just the end of this, so right here. Kind of. It's not curved yet. The dark bits are just kind of straight. Then it starts to get a little lower down here. And as I said, because of this side not being done, I don't want to do too much just yet. It's just like nice and clean over this side. I haven't gone over it 40,000 times. And it kind of cuts up pretty angled. But yeah, I don't want to do that just yet because I don't know if that's the right angle. I really should start mapping out these guys, the whisker portals, whatever we're calling them. This thing's a little bit lower than what it is anyway. I think that's about the right area. And it's got like all the shading, little hairs. From there, kind of about nostril. It's up on an angle about there. And it's maybe about there. It's in line with the eye corner thing. Alright. We can get these guys started. Now directly below it, but slightly to the left. There's another one. And then we've got a slight... like that. And then... going with the running theme of it being straight. And then it's like a curved... kind of curved. It's kind of up on this bit here, but then it kind of curves up like that. Does that look pretty good? Maybe. I don't know, I'll give it a moment to like settle in and then we'll have a look. I think that is pretty good. I've got another picture over here, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. The downside of oversized shirts, they move around a lot. All right, and then there is definitely a bit of a gap. Also, that kind of goes up per this bit's like pretty thin. And the whisker ends kind of, the cheek fluff, I suppose, is... yeah, about that. Yeah, maybe. But it's coming down too... or is it coming down too far? No, it's about... oh, maybe a little bit too far. Well, okay. I got a little excited there and I went a little too much pattern happening. I know what I can stream on Sundays. It could be Sandbox Sundays, which is ideally basically Minecraft Mondays, but I can do like 7 Days to Die or something. Just came to my head, so I had to share it. Alright, that from there. I reckon like that. Maybe. I'm working with too many elements. I've got to kind of start and go on like a line. I'm like over here, then over here, then over there. Generally works best if you like start at one point and work your way down. Like that. And then you use like lines. So you've got the corner of the nose. See, I think that's two. Corner of the nose. Down to about here. Is the next line started. Like that. I hope. Feels like this is getting very, I suppose not where it's meant to be, but it is. I think. I don't know. What's the time? Oh, I've been going 2 hours, so it explains why my neck's sore doing this, because I'm like, how do I sit? And then I keep looking up. So normally my reference is down lower as well. Alright, and it's a pretty big gap between that and that. I reckon that's got to come up. There. And then I reckon all these other guys have to come up and it's going to make a big difference. Not much, but just like... I'd be surprised how much like a millimeter in drawing makes a difference. And that one has to come up. It's kind of on an angle. It's like a half circle in a way. Does that... I don't know. I don't know. Like that, and it's kind of long bit, and then we... And it kind of comes around. It's a straight line. And it flares down. Okay, well, yeah, we're seeing a little bit more of this side than that side, so it's kind of flaring down like that. And then a little bit. Alright, is that better? Let me shade them in a little bit. Alright. Hopefully. And, oh, this kind of tucks off into here as well. Into like a outside of the designated whisker area is a whisker area. Either that or it's another marking, but it kind of looks like a whisker area. Where's my pencil? I'm picking up the wrong thing. And yeah, that's where that ends, which is good. And then we kind of down, and then it's kind of around, and then it tucks down here before it kind of ventures off there like that. There's like an extra bit here, and you got to remember that all of this has got an extra like little, it's going to be interesting to see how I shade that. It's gone a little too far out of its lines. And then you've got all the extra, like, I'll do these very lightly. I like that. I do them very lightly, and then I do a full line. It's fine. And for some reason it's kind of tucks around here, and then these kind of join into, I'm not going to continue on there, but it just gives me an idea of what I'm looking at. Yeah. All right, let's come in with the, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, possibly the last main line. That's like the bottom, and then I've got to squeeze the other ones in. Somehow that one's there. This thing doesn't come down as long and is also way lighter. And also now we've covered up the mistakes of the nose pretty well. So I'm happy with that. We did actually succeed in covering all that up, because the other nose came down to here. That was the end of the face. That was a big mistake. But yeah, unless you, it's a good cover up. Unless you're looking for it, you can't really see it. And you can definitely see, especially around here, we've got a lot of like texture, 3D-ness happening. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's starting to have depth and show different things. Definitely going to have a lot more of that, but right now you can see the difference between everything, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Just fix that up a little bit more, and right here I think we've got a bit of, let's make it a little more I think there anyway, a little bit more popping of the textures. All right, finishing off this one because otherwise it's going to drive me insane. And then I think I might call it a night. We've moved the nose, we've done the left side fix up since the nose, and then we're starting on the right side. So we've gotten a fair way through fixing up the mistakes of last week, or last drawing stream. Alright, that next one is kind of squarish on this. And I think that's it. That one comes in a little bit more like that. I think that's okay. This one came in there. Maybe a little bit of a separation between them. There was a bit of a shading. So had a little bit of shading. And then everything kind of had like a base level of color. Which once again was on the other side as well. But then we've got to try and make this lighter. And I just erased something that we didn't need to erase. Okay, making progress. Nice. I'm happy with that progress. And it is starting to look like her a lot more. Only downside is because I've got a base level of shading, all of this here is going to have to kind of... that kind of base level of shading. You know, it kind of takes away the whiteness of everything, and it's all kind of a... even here as well. And then there's like just this permanent darker color happening everywhere on it. Also there's like little bits of just like little fun bits of texture popping up everywhere. Nice. All right. Yeah, I reckon that's it's gonna be a wrap for now. I might actually play a quick game of something before I like properly end the stream. I'm happy with the progress of this though. And this over here, I forgot to cap this off. Once it gets to there, it kind of squiggles up this way. There's a bit of a gap between that there. Maybe that's got to come down. Oh yeah, that's got to come down a tiniest little bit. But yeah, I might play Overwatch or something, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I like Overwatch at the moment. Either that or I might just end the stream. I don't know, I'll decide in a moment. What's the time? It's 10:30. I mean, it's still early, but I'm tired and I've got no power tomorrow, so I've got to wake up early if I want a coffee. The joys of no power. And ideally, I could make a coffee on the stove, but I have coffee pods and I haven't worked out how to make a coffee pod coffee on the stove in boiling water. So I think I'll just wake up early. I've got one of those like tumbler thermo kind of cups that keep coffee warm for like 16 hours. So I think I'll end up making a coffee into that. And that should keep me going for the day. I'm planning on doing gardening tomorrow, so it's gonna be cold outside. But I mean, there's nothing else to do inside, so why not? Also, the neighbors cut down a tree today, and when they cut it, it kind of went over the fence. And they came over, and I'm like, you know what? I can just deal with that. Just, you could have told me, like, called me up. They got my number. They could have called and go, hey, yeah, sorry, we cut a tree down in your yard. And, you know, if you want us to come get it, otherwise, are you able to deal with it? So, yeah, it's fun. Neighbors, human interaction. All right, now this is where I'm going to have to start putting these two together as well. Like, because of the difference in... Yeah, so I've got to start from the nose and work my way up like I did on the other side and hope that the two sides kind of correspond together and come together nicely, which they will, but it's just a matter of getting it there. And because the right side seems to be more angled, so you're seeing a lot more of the right side point type thing. So for example, this is going to be higher because the nose surface is kind of on an angle, so you're seeing more of it, if that makes sense. But we are coming along nicely. Bye. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Sometimes the glare can get to it. It's kind of annoying. Alright, and that's got to be like shaded in a circle. Alright, so cheek done. Left side put together enough to make it look like it's meant to belong. Nose fixed. Once again, all this like base level shading will come into play. because I erased a bit there, so I've got to kind of blend it back in. This side, I might as well just keep going while I'm here. I mean, I am slowly logging off, but at the same time, apparently that's not happening yet. It's like little lines there, and then we start with this. No, Fergus. My cat goes, I will come help you do your talking. At the moment, I still don't have room up on the desk for him. Not that he cares. He's gonna climb up anyway. Yeah, I really don't have room up here. I've got like an iPod stand and the mouse and pencils. He's like, yes, but please, come here. Fergus! Alright, make your way over there. Oh, he's standing on stuff. I told you there's no room. Like, I do not care. Now you've got fur everywhere. Hello. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, I know. He's like, you're talking to people. Talk to me. Alright, we've got to try and finish Nala's face off. I'll just move the pencils over the other side. It's fine. It's fine. Go up here. Just you sit there and be good. Beautiful. Alright, and now there's fur everywhere. He's a long-haired cat. You don't care, do you? Alright. I have to draw you one day. You can be the next project. Where am I? I'm getting distracted by you now. Yeah, purr into the microphone. Have some ASMR purring. Does that work? He's not purring. Well, he is, but not loud enough to... I've got the sound barrier way too low to pick up his purring. I might take that off one day and like really click in on the purring because he's got a pretty loud purr. Alright, from here, this line here goes up. Kind of a long line. I think that now that's meant to be there. This darker pencil is going to have to come in and focus and fix up a few things here, which I think are going to be here. You want to purr into the microphone? No, you can't hear it. Because he's purring pretty loud right now. I mean, I probably could turn off the settings, but that's a lot of effort. Alright, that's okay. From there, everything kind of gets shaded down. And there's a gap, and there's like a... whatever you want to call that. And then that kind of runs down. Oh, it kind of goes on an angle, so maybe that does work like that. And this thing might... yeah, it's a little less angled like that. I think it's like that. I don't know. It's a weird shape because it's on the corner of the nose that goes in, so it's not like it's not meant to sit straight. Definitely on an angle. But trying to draw it so it looks like it's on an angle is a bit difficult, at least for me right now. That might be okay. Kind of gives it that kind of like not straight kind of look, I suppose. I don't know what that dot... oh, hang on, is that... no, that dot wouldn't be that. That... I don't know what that dot is. I think I just erased something and the dot appeared. I don't know. I don't know about that one, but whatever. Where's my other thing? Are you sitting on it? No, here it is. It's underneath the book. Focus fur, focus fur. If I need fur, I'd add it in, but please keep your fur to yourself. Yeah, you. He's like, I'm being good. I'm not even in your way. And then he's got fur. Look at it. Look at it. Everywhere. Now it's getting on me. Alright, then we kind of go up a bit. That thing definitely lives there. And then we fixed it to the point where that can come down here. And then it kind of curves. Like that. Did we get it? I think we got it, and this kind of comes up like that. Alright, does that work? I think that works. I think we have successfully accomplished the face. The other side of the face. Definitely making good progress now. Just looks at it and starts purring again. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it there. It's almost been 2.5 hours now. I'm like, oh, just do a little bit more, and it's like 4 hours later. From that bit there, kind of comes in like that. Oh, maybe my stream's upset because I'm watching another person's stream. I've got it tabbed, and maybe the stream's a little upset because of that. I don't know. Now I've got your hair going all over the place. Are you helping? You gonna get it? I was looking. I don't know if I should get it or not. I've got nothing else that's like fun for him to play with. Yeah, I'm hoping that like he attacks it, but he doesn't seem to want to. What about this? It's fun. Nope. Nope. Okay. He's like, no. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave this, I say, as I start doing more. It's a hard thing to just like, oh, I'll leave it at that, and then you're like, oh, I'll just do a little bit more here. You know, it's fine. And then I'll end up continuing on for another like 3 hours. Oh, so now you want to help. He's sniffing the pencil end. Alright, that bit kind of comes down here, like there. Oh, the book fell. The book fell. I've got to... This has come down too far. Yeah, this has got to come up a little bit. I think like that. And looks like there's a little bit like harsher lines, kind of. I mean, looking at it from a distance, it's not as harsh lines, but looking at it up close, there is definitely harsher lines. This starts about here. And it kind of... And then it kind of tucks in here. Does that look about like it's meant to be there? Like that. Now, I don't think this line here is meant to be here. That was the pattern, like outline for where the pattern would normally be. Ooh, where's my shading thing? There we go. And then, yeah. Yeah, it all comes in here. Yeah, because they are pretty harsh lines, but they're at a certain angle again. Like, they don't look it like it, but they are. I wonder if my camera is overheating as well. No, it's not, I don't think. Where's the battery live? It's got one of those, like, fake DC battery things. Also, yeah, there we are. Fake DC battery things that keep it powered without the battery dying every 5 minutes. It took me forever to find one for my camera. I've got a 750D, which when I bought this, I looked up like the top YouTuber cameras, and this was it. This is like a Rebel TI5 or something, I think they call it around America. And this was like the top camera to get for everything. And I got it, and it's a beautiful camera. I've been using it for many years now. I actually did an unboxing on my YouTube channel of it back in, I don't know, I was gonna say 95, not the 90s. I think 2016, maybe 17, something like that. And yeah, it's been a really good camera for photography, for like vlogging, and now for this, now that I finally got it working again. I've used it for a lot of things. I've got Fergus fur is everywhere, and it's not fun. All right, as you can see, we've moved our way back down to the mouth. Why? I don't know why. It's just where we decided to end up again. Now, this is where I would ideally need a really sharp point on this eraser. And I could like kind of fluff it out so it kind of looks like little hairs. But even so, just lightly removing the harsh lines seems to help as well. And this is like up. Like that. All right. I think we're going to leave it there. Officially, properly going to leave it there. It's been 2.5 hours, so. Two and a half hours, over here. I'm not doing anything right now, but over here, around this is like all white. I did this before, but I haven't like given this any kind of edge to it, I suppose. Anyway, I've got a Fergus hair is attacking me. It's like making its way up my nostril. Anyway, I'm ending it here. I think we're done. We've done pretty good. I keep saying, well, we're probably ending it right now. Okay. Picture done. Okay, I'm going to take a progress photo so you guys can see the difference between the before and the after. Which, I mean, it's not bad. Got how I zoomed in. Alright, the before and the after. You guys should be able to see this, I hope. Oh, we're over here now. The before and the after. It's a big difference, but you can't even see that I messed up, but also the chin there doesn't look great. We've got a lot of work to do on this chin. Because yeah, at the moment it's kind of all over the place. You can't even see that right now. At the moment, it is all over the place. Let me put my phone back on its stand. Because, yeah, I've got like a harsh. I said I wasn't doing any more. It's a problem. Alright. But yeah, you get the idea. Next stream or next drawing stream, so whenever that may be, otherwise if I don't get beforehand, it'll definitely be on Tuesday. We will be finishing this off, but it's got a lot of depth now. You've got the nose, you can tell the nose is up higher than the cheeks, and the cheeks kind of, yeah, I'm happy with the progress. It's not 100%. I'm not an excellent artist. I mean, I think I'm pretty good for my skill level of having no prior experience drawing, and I'm just kind of doing it for fun. So yeah. Also, I need to get the mouse now to like end things. I don't think I will do any more gaming today. We're just drawing, and we're ending it here. Yes, it's been 2.5 hours. It has been fun, minus the complications and then the focus in the way. Okay, you're gonna sit over there. All right. I think he thinks the computer monitor is like warm. It might be warm as well. I don't know. Anyway, we've got number 3. We did nose fix, and that's an ear, cheeks, and it is what, 2.5 hours. All right, beautiful. Okay, so thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me switch up to my just chatting void. Hello. I've moved something, have I? What is this side? What is that? Is that a chair? No? Over here. There's something wrong over there on my camera. I did move this, didn't I, a little bit? Maybe that's what the problem is. Yeah, that's what the problem is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I always seem to be having complications around here, but that's okay. It makes things fun. Anyway, I'm going to log off. Go and check out my Instagram. I will post the before and after photo of that and the progress and everything on there. Keep an eye out for clips and stuff like that. Check them out and all this good stuff. Follow me on socials up there. Oh, right there. I can almost touch it. Instagram mainly. Twitter I've been a lot more active on, so that's been fun. And yeah, check out my other videos, YouTube. I would say Facebook, but I actually forgot about my Facebook. I did have like a Facebook page or group or whatever it was, and yeah, I completely forgot about it and haven't been on it, and I don't even know if I know how to get onto it anymore. So yeah, we won't be doing Facebook. But Instagram, oh, and TikTok, I post clips most of the time when I remember on there. Anyway, and you can see the camera problem. I'm glad I had that the cloth. I'm glad I have the cloth. Anyway, I'm going. You guys be good. Enjoy your week. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow if the power comes back on and I can be bothered after gardening. But until next time, be good, have fun, and be safe out there, guys. It's a scary world. Anyway, good night. Bye.